effort to build the capacity of civil society and media on citizen participatory in fiscal process, participatory budgeting through the SFTAS program, partnership to engage, reform and learn PERL organizes a two-day sensitization meeting in Kano. PERL ECP State Facilitator Yunusa Hamza said the training is also meant to enhance the understanding of non-state actors on their roles and responsibilities of holding government accountable.
Let the public be aware, that this great town, that they can pay more advocacies, that they can now try to engage government constructively to do the needful, ensuring that yes, this particular grant is not being wasted, even if attend. And in a situation whereby there are a gap exists in terms of the attainment of such grants, then the citizen will now push for and bring the government to the area. We need to do ABC. The bigger picture of it is that we want the government to actualize all those incentives which have been awarded by World Bank. Because we know at the end of it, the systems will be reformed, and if the system is reformed, then provision of service delivery will automatically get the better attention.
The first person at the training emphasized on the imperative of participatory budgeting through playing roles at various stages of fiscal process.
It's basically about the SFTAS program, right? And citizens actually understanding that they hold the key to ensuring the sustainability of the SFTAS program. On one end, there's fiscal transparency and accountability, which is what the government will be doing. They will be publishing certain documents with which citizens can hold them accountable. Then there's the sustainability part of the program that civil society has to work on. So the objective of this program and everything that we're talking about is to ensure that civil society knows what government is publishing, and civil society can use those documents to hold government accountable. For instance, on the budget side, we are telling them that government will hold public consultations, and they have to be actively involved in these public consultations on the budget process. They have to ask the right questions. They have to use the citizens' budget to train other citizens who are not part of the public consultations to ask the right questions, to further hold government accountable, and to ensure that service delivery is actually improved.
Kano State is one of those states with large civil society body, and of course you can also count on Kano State to have civil society with good technical knowledge of how to engage government, how to support government, how to ensure that government actually does what it is supposed to do. And yes, we also understand that civil society has the role that civil society is playing in the SFTAS program, for instance, is also around the support and technical role, because with the SFTAS, it sort of takes an approach where government and civil society come together to work, especially around DLI2, which is disbursement linked indicator.
Some of the participants described the training as timely and important in achieving inclusive budgeting and fight against corruption.
SFTAS is talking about budget process, how to hold the government accountable, and then how civil society will be engaged in this process. So now that you have brought us here and given us this training, it has really given us an insight on what is meant by SFTAS. So now we'll go back to the grassroots level, although we have been doing it, but the training is so intensive and it has encompasses many areas that we have not been touching at the grassroots, like at the grassroots level, although we are going to the grassroots level to know what they really have in their mind, and then for the government to, we encourage them to tell the government what they have, what they really want the government to do for them, what they want the government to include in the budget.
For me, as I've always done, I will go back now and get certain serious ones. I know I have about 3 serious ones that are in my local government. I will sit with them, sensitize them on these issues, particularly, and sensitize them and make them participate in the next budget process of our local government. And maybe we will see some improvement.
They added that such engagements organized by PERL ECP to CSOs, CBOs and media is critical toward achieving SFTAS objective before the end of the budget. Abba Misani, Time-Based TV.